Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are listening from. My name is Master Ifani, and today I'm going to be, teaching a little about the fundamentals of mathematics. Sometimes some parents have difficulties with their children in terms of mathematics. Some children are having hard time to cope with mathematics. Some even develop a phobia for mathematics. Whenever you talk about mathematics, they become afraid. They want to shy away. They want to just move out of the class. If your child is having that kind of problem, if your brother is having that kind of problem, if your sister is having that kind of problem, if anyone you know is having that kind of problem, please give me your listening ear, because this clip is going to help that child a lot. Then if you are a teacher and your pupil is having this kind of problems when it comes to mathematics, they don't, whatever you do doesn't work. Anyhow you put it, it doesn't work. That is one thing I want you to learn today, that mathematics has a step. And the most important part of mathematics is what we call the fundamentals of mathematics. What are these fundamentals of mathematics? Fundamentals of mathematics includes addition, so these are the four fundamentals of mathematics: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now, once your child is having problems with any of these, I can tell you categorically that that child will find it difficult to grab mathematics no matter what you do. That is why primary school is very, very crucial and very, very important. If your child does not get a grip on mathematics while in primary school, I can assure you that that child will find it difficult to learn mathematics even in the university level. So that is why, because in primary school is where your child learns these fundamentals of mathematics. Everything in mathematics is built on addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now, under these four fundamentals of mathematics, you learn these four fundamentals of mathematics on 3 levels, or let me say on 4 levels. First level is you learn it as under whole numbers. You learn it under decimals. You learn it under decimals. You learn it under fractions, and then you learn it under directed numbers. Now, what do I mean by this? If your child is having difficulty in mathematics, please go and check if he or she has a problem in these fundamentals. For a child to be good in mathematics, that child has to be very, very grounded in these fundamentals of mathematics. What are they? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of whole numbers. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of decimal numbers. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of fractions. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of directed numbers. Sometimes when we go for private lessons and we start with addition, so parents will ask this teacher, do you even know what you are doing? But even if I'm doing lesson for a child in senior secondary, I start with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Because most of these kids that you see having problem in mathematics, they are not actually having problem in mathematics. The only problem with them is that they lack the fundamentals of mathematics. As simple as that. And once a child lacks the fundamentals of mathematics, every other things do not add up anymore. because anything you are solving in mathematics must boil down. Any formula you solve in mathematics must always boil down to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of either whole numbers, decimals, fractions or directed gain numbers. So when a child is not properly grounded in this, the child gets frustrated in mathematics. Why? Why is because that when you give him a formula, he learns the formula, he knows how to arrange the formula. But once the formula boils down to any of the fundamentals which he or she is not grounded in, everything falls apart. So that is why if you are a mother, if you are a father, if you are a sister, an aunt, uncle, brother, and you have someone close to you that is having difficulties with mathematics, the first thing you have to take, even you as a teacher, the first thing you have to go and check, give that child questions on addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of whole numbers, decimals, fractions, and directed numbers. And then pinpoint in which particular area is he having a problem. Once you are able to fix that, once you are able to fix this in a child, this small thing you are looking at now, once you can be able to fix it in any child that is good in this, in mathematics, you'll be surprised how the kind of change you are going to see in this kid that usually hates mathematics. You see that this kid will start loving mathematics because every other thing in mathematics is just all about arrangement. This is the actual mathematics this is the actual fundamental of mathematics. So my point today is that for a child to be good in mathematics, the child must be good in the fundamentals of mathematics. And what are these fundamentals of mathematics? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And these four fundamentals of mathematics, you learn it in four categories: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of whole numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of decimal numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of fractions, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of directed numbers. So if you can be able to help your child with these fundamentals, or if your child is having problem with mathematics, you've done so many things and the child is still not coping, please tell the teacher or the lesson teacher to please refer back to these fundamentals. You get to understand that child is definitely having problem with one of these fundamentals. And when you get this fundamental fixed in the child, the child will easily bounce back in mathematics. I hope this lesson today helps as many people as possible. Please, if you have a relation, you have friends, you have brothers and sisters who are having this issue, please like our page and share. Please share this to them so that they will also learn and try to fix. Because we as a teacher, we will not be a teacher forever. Understand? These kids are the ones who are going to train ours. So we are going to do the best we can to make sure they are good, so that they can be able to give our children, the future generation, the best that they could. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.